For English elocution, next is Pragya. Come, Pragya, come, come. It's okay, Pragya, come.
Why won't you join us?
Yeah.
Is she good in English?
उड़ जा आसमानों में ख्वाब है पंख तेरे उड़ जा जहाँ है ये तेरा कर हासिल जो बस में तेरे।
अगला सवाल। What in India, जिसे हम रोज इस्तेमाल करते हैं, gets its name from the Sanskrit word for silver?
सिल्वर को संस्कृत में रूपा कहते हैं, तो इसका मतलब सही जवाब है रूपी।
Absolutely.
टाटा क्रूसिबल जीतने के लिए सिर्फ एक ही भाषा आनी चाहिए, ज्ञान की भाषा।
अगर आप भी समझते हैं ज्ञान की भाषा, तो आज ही टाटा क्रूसिबल के लिए रजिस्टर कीजिए।
When you participate in the Spot the Green Dot contest, we plant trees for the Green Dot Ball initiative and you can win tickets to the Tata IPL finals. So spot, snap and share.
Minutes to go. Can they deliver?
This is getting close. They brought it home in 10 minutes. Remember the name.
बिग बास्केट 10 मिनट का नया नाम।
199 for 13, 199 for 13, 199 for 13.
Hey, are cricket matches included?
Yeah. One ticket for all things cricket. Catch every match on Tata Play Binge with 13 OTT apps like Jio Hotstar, Fan Code, Sony Live and more for just 199 per month.
Really?
Truly.
Tata Play Binge. Subscribe now.
मैं बोला 75 पर होंगे आउट, पर फैमिली की सिक्योरिटी आई डाउट। वो बोला टर्म प्लान है, फैमिली सिक्योर सालों तक, नो शक।
अब इनका फ्यूचर सिक्योर नहीं पर आपका होगा। टाटा AIA से रहो हर वक्त के लिए तैयार।
For English elocution, next is Pragya. Come, Pragya, come, come. It's okay, Pragya, come.
Why won't you join us?
Yeah.
Is she good in English?
उड़ जा आसमानों में ख्वाब है पंख तेरे उड़ जा जहाँ है ये तेरा कर हासिल जो बस में तेरे।
अगला सवाल। What in India, जिसे हम रोज इस्तेमाल करते हैं, gets its name from the Sanskrit word for silver?
सिल्वर को संस्कृत में रूपा कहते हैं, तो इसका मतलब सही जवाब है रूपी।
Absolutely.
टाटा क्रूसिबल जीतने के लिए सिर्फ एक ही भाषा आनी चाहिए, ज्ञान की भाषा।
अगर आप भी समझते हैं ज्ञान की भाषा, तो आज ही टाटा क्रूसिबल के लिए रजिस्टर कीजिए।
When you participate in the Spot the Green Dot contest, we plant trees for the Green Dot Ball initiative and you can win tickets to the Tata IPL finals. So spot, snap and share.
Minutes to go. Can they deliver?
This is getting close. They brought it home in 10 minutes. Remember the name.
बिग बास्केट 10 मिनट का नया नाम।
199 for 13, 199 for 13, 199 for 13.
Hey, are cricket matches included?
Yeah. One ticket for all things cricket. Catch every match on Tata Play Binge with 13 OTT apps like Jio Hotstar, Fan Code, Sony Live and more for just 199 per month.
Really?
Truly.
टाटा प्ले बिंज सब्सक्राइब नाउ।
मैं बोला 75 पर होंगे आउट, पर फैमिली की सिक्योरिटी आई डाउट। वो बोला टर्म प्लान है, फैमिली सिक्योर सालों तक, नो शक।
अब इनका फ्यूचर सिक्योर नहीं पर आपका होगा। टाटा AIA से रहो हर वक्त के लिए तैयार।
For English elocution, next is Pragya. Come, Pragya, come, come. It's okay, Pragya, come.
Why won't you join us?
Is she good in English?
उड़ जा आसमानों में, ख्वाब है पंख तेरे। उड़ जा जहाँ है ये तेरा, कर हासिल जो बस में तेरे।
अगला सवाल। What in India, जिसे हम रोज इस्तेमाल करते हैं, gets its name from the Sanskrit word for silver?
सिल्वर को संस्कृत में रूपा कहते हैं, तो इसका मतलब सही जवाब है रूपी।
Absolutely.
टाटा क्रूसिबल जीतने के लिए सिर्फ एक ही भाषा आनी चाहिए, ज्ञान की भाषा।
अगर आप भी समझते हैं ज्ञान की भाषा, तो आज ही टाटा क्रूसिबल के लिए रजिस्टर कीजिए।
When you participate in the Spot the Green Dot contest, we plant trees for the Green Dot Ball Initiative, and you can win tickets to the Tata IPL Finals. So spot, snap, and share.
To go. Can they deliver?
This is getting close. They brought it home in 10 minutes. Remember the name.
Big Basket. 10 मिनट का नया नाम।
199 for 13, 199 for 13, 199 for 13.
Hey, are cricket matches included?
Yeah. One ticket for all things cricket. Catch every match on Tata Play Binge with 13 OTT apps like Jio Hotstar, Fan Code, Sony Live and more for just 199 per month.
Really?
Truly.
टाटा प्ले बिंज सब्सक्राइब नाउ।
मैं बोला 75 पर होंगे आउट, पर फैमिली की सिक्योरिटी आई डाउट। वो बोला टर्म प्लान है, फैमिली सिक्योर सालों तक, नो शक।
अब इनका फ्यूचर सिक्योर
right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and a warm welcome to our third cluster across this nation. Are we live? We're live, great. All right, time for us to also welcome our online audience who are with us here today as we welcome you to the corporate edition of Tata Crucible, season number 21. That seems like a long journey since it all began. But we're going to a state which is always a fabulous place to visit. Kerala also has a lot of talent there in terms of their wanting to learn, wanting to know more. It's still sometimes better at general quizzing than business quizzing, but they've now learned to bridge that gap very well to a large extent as we progress with Tata Crucible, with some outstanding quizzers coming in from here at a very regular basis. So, time for me to get the 6 finalists on stage after those 2 semi-finals that have happened with my young colleague Rashmi Furtado. And it's time to first introduce them and then get started with our final for Kerala. We've got a back-to-back again, and after Kerala, we've got the Andhra-Telangana final to follow. So you will enjoy watching both these as we begin with the first of our 2 finals here today, starting with God's own country. Let me introduce our 6 finalists to you. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, with a round of applause, representing Craft Labs as our first finalist here today, Ritvik, into the final. Neighbouring Ritvik as our second finalist, a very regular face from Kerala Quizzing, a very good quizzer, former national finalist from Q Collective. Please put your hands together for Jamir as he walks into the final again. Well, rains don't threaten only the IPL, rains threaten quiz shows as well. We were actually supposed to come in for these shoots after a quiz with this company, but the dates moved because of the rains that threatened Mumbai. But qualifying as our third finalist, representing Bharat Petroleum, where we were supposed to do a quiz for their employees, as our third finalist here today from BPCL, please welcome Vijayan on stage. On my left, it's one state which always produces people who are either working for the government or with the government. And it's fabulous to see such people qualifying. Yesterday we had an IRS officer. Today we've got people working in different forms of government. Qualifying as our next finalist from the Kerala Legislature Secretariat, Shanta Kumar will walk up as our next finalist. Neighbouring Shanta Kumar as our 5th finalist here today, from the technological world, representing experiential digital solutions, Alan Koshi in the final. And to complete the lineup here today, from the Directorate of General Education, Kerala, walking up into our final, Anandu. Those then are our 6 finalists, as we'll do a quick round of check on the buzzers before we move into the final. The final, of course, is 24 questions, plus 20 if you get it right, minus 20 if you get it wrong. 2 attempts allowed per question in the final. Of course, only 1 per team. If you get it wrong, then the other 5 are allowed to attempt the same question. Value remains the same, plus 20 and minus 20. We'll start by checking your buzzers. On my right with Ritvik. Jamir, Vijayan, use the other button. Oh, sorry, I had not. Yeah, just use it. 1 second. Just try that again. I'll set that right for you. 1 second. Can I have the other switch? No, this is gone. Charges. Let me just move to table 4. I think his power connection is switched off. Yep. We'll come to all of them. Just try the other switch. I think they've all switched off. Yeah, table 5, no. Yeah, we'll just. Yeah, I think now it's. Yeah. One, two. All right, great. Okay. Just for your comforts and the comforts of the teams, we used to always have this perennial problem with the buzzer that the charge has run out. So we now have converted all these buzzers into live power. So there's absolutely no scope for buzzer draining out. So they're all connected to live power and it's basically running on electricity. So if it switches off, everything switches off. So you don't have to worry about it. So buzzers tested, plus 20, minus 20. Ladies and gentlemen, time for us to get started with this final. We've got 3 segments to play here today. Let's take a look at the 3 segments. 1 second. You want someone to move? You want him to move? You want him to move from there? You want him to? Rahul, you're too tall basically. I mean, even when you sit, your head is blocking the... remove both those chairs. If you keep the chair, someone will sit. Yeah, best is to remove the chairs. Take it off, take it off. Move it to some other corner that's easier. Yeah, because both the shoots we can leave those places vacant. All right, good. So ladies and gentlemen, we've got 3 segments which will give you the 24 questions. We've got 9 in the first 2 segments and 6 in the last segment. The value, of course, is the same across the 3 segments. Curious Journeys is the first part where we will have the indication of the journey path. I'll come to that in just a moment. Then we've got something called Trend Spotter, which is essentially people who created trends, pioneers, companies, individuals, books that created new trends in this world or captured them. And finally, it's Moments That Matter, which essentially is around where you've got to do a little bit of lateral thinking, capture those moments and put some sense to it in terms of it working out into one single answer. But for the moment, time for us to begin the Kerala final. We're doing very well on time. We're 6 minutes ahead of schedule today, which is courtesy the Kerala teams, which all were here absolutely on time. So thanks to them for that, because we are always ready with a day 2 shoot because the set is ready and they came in on time and therefore we were able to start a little early. Ladies and gentlemen, round 1, cluster 3, time to pick action on Curious Journeys. Here we go. On Curious Journeys, I'm going to show you a line of subjects that we could choose from. Here they are coming up on your screen. All right. This is the list of topics for today's first edition. The topics are not the same for all the clusters. It's basically different journey paths. All we're telling you is what it would be. It's common to all of you. So today we're dealing with 9 topics and I'll open all 9. Innovation, origin, sports, legend, economics, advertising, identity, conservation coming in, and finally, not-for-profit. So we've juggled around with a lot of these areas where people make journeys or corporates or brands make journeys. 20 the value, doesn't matter to you. I'll go in sequence from innovation to not-for-profit, starting with innovation for the first 20 points on your screen. Here we go. From the world of innovation, the Tatas are launching something called Prima. These trucks will be India's first vehicles for what? It's a path-breaking move by the Tatas. Innovation. These will be India's first trucks that will be powered by what? Electric is old suddenly. So you got to think. 20 points if you get it right. Someone's giving it a shot. On my left is Shantakumar. Yep.
Hydrogen power.
Hydrogen as fuel. Well, back in school, if you had asked a chemistry teacher, can hydrogen be fuel? In my age, they would have said your vehicles will explode. Well, the world has changed. A single carbon atom doesn't create problems anymore as he gets the first 20. As we go to the second one, hands on the buzzer. Question appearing on origin, hydrogen trucks in India from the Tatas. On origin, let's see what's coming up now. This will take you to the origin of a great company. Fabulous has lasted over time.
Adobe.
Adobe, minus 20. Continuing with my question, one of the people in this was a visionary technology person named James Gosling. He actually created a language platform. On table number 6, Anandu is going for it.
Java.
Is the language, what would be the company then? Origins. Java is one part of your answer. I'm being very fair. Because there are 3 people there. Not all of them were involved only with Java. You just got to give me the name of a company. And then you'll get your 20 points. Not the current owners. I'm talking of origins. Very famous company. James Gosling. You're on the buzzer. You might as well say something. Give it a shot. Think of the companies which created software for the world. No? He'll take a minus 20. I'm sorry the answer is not Java. You got many hands going up. Let's go right to the last row. Is absolutely correct. You're not actually last row. There's someone behind you with a hand up, but he'll still win a prize, and someone will give it to you after the round. Okay? So Sun Microsystems is the answer I was looking for. Oracle currently, of course, parent. As we move to the next one, hands on the buzzer. On your screen will be a question from the world of sports, but there is a business angle to it, of course, coming up now. All of this will lead you to one individual from the world of sport. The logo of the sports person and his group. Unibet sponsors this great champion. Take is an app created by this world champion from this sport. Facing a lot of problem from Indians. That's a good clue. He's giving it a shot. He's got a negative, so Ritvik says, let me give it a shot. Go ahead, Ritvik.
Magnus Carlsen.
Is correct. Well played on Magnus Carlsen. He'll get a plus 20 on that. The Carlsen group, or the Magnus group as it's called, is absolutely correct. He's sponsored, of course, by Unibet. As we go to the next one, we're going to play on legend. He's negated his negative, which is good to do. On legend, here's your question. This is an investment company founded in 1987 in Beverly Hills in California. They had a 5-letter word written below this logo which they had to remove because it was a generic word and they could not get a trademark with this. This enterprise promotes young talent in a particular sport to help them create dash in their lives. The dash is the word which represented this sportsman. And The same 5-letter word appeared under this M logo. M for dash. He's giving it a shot as Ritvik again.
Magic.
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 And
Magic Johnson maybe.
well played. Absolutely well played. Magic Johnson creating his own foundation to help people, especially with difficult backgrounds, to come up in life. But they had to remove the word magic. Apparently, some of these are written by people, but validation of these is sometimes wrong or not necessarily accurate. But they did remove a magic from below it. As we go to the next one, question number 5. This time, it's economics. Question from the world of economics. Here we go. This is the name of a plan.
We'll try the Marshall Plan.
Ritvik is beginning to play well. He'll get another 20. Oh, Marshall Plan is absolutely right. Do you know who it's named after?
I don't know the full name. It's named after a Marshall.
He's General George Marshall, the person who's on your screen. He was, if I'm not wrong, Secretary of State for the United States at a point in time. Beautiful answer. So, essentially, these were the labeling, etc., that were used on the aid packages created and sent, which all happened under the Marshall Plan. As we go to the next one, and I think it is advertising. All right, we'll play on advertising on your screen now. From the world of advertising, this statue of a Greek goddess, a mythological muse known as the proclaimer, the glorifier, and the celebrator of history and accomplishments, happens to be the logo.
Okay, since this is advertising, I'll go for Clio, as in the Clio Awards.
The Clio Awards. Jameer says he should have gone for it. He should have gone for it. Plus 20. Plus 20. Ritvik's putting on the scores. Jameer knows he should have got a 20 on that. So would probably be the others. Very well figured out because he narrowed it down to advertising Clio Awards. As we go to the next one. Question number 7. Let's see what's the topic. Identity. So let me pick on identity on your screen now. From the world of identity, these are Lowell Parkson and Roy Spear. They created a network in 1982 which is owned by the Curate Retail Group. They essentially created a free-to-air television network which wasn't meant for entertaining. But they started something which became a huge thing suddenly. It was free-to-air television, but it kept airing whatever. And they made a lot of money. What did they start on television? Free-to-air, owned by the Curate Retail Group. These are Lowell and Roy. Created a huge network in 1982. Not with entertainment programs. Otherwise, television was only entertainment programs. They were the first to break away and create a new identity. What did they create? Very interesting questions.
So you want a very specific answer?
It is specific. Even if you explain what they did, it will lead you to the answer. They created a new genre and category on television, almost live. It wasn't live, but people thought it was live. But it was a beautiful way of using television to do something. They created a network, I said. Nobody. No one? Yes, Setu. Home shopping network. Kerala kicking themselves. These are things they should get right. Not tough questions at all. They suddenly brought about shopping as an idea where anchors would come speak about the benefits of different products, and the home shopping network became a huge trend. As we go to the next one, we are moving on to our penultimate topic, which would be conservation. On your screen Here we go. The Habitats Trust is actually funded by a lady who is the chairperson of a technology company in India. If the technology company in India is HCL, who's the lady behind this trust? Jameer is going for it.
Roshni Nadar.
Close. Roshni Nadar.
Yeah,
but
I said
give it to you.
Roshni Nadar.
Nadar. Give it to you plus 20. Give it to you for a plus 20 on that. Roshni Nadar investing a lot into the habitats world, and a lot of groups are doing that today. As we go to the last one, which is, I think, not for profit, because that's what's left on my cards. As we go to not for profit, on your screen, here's your question. This is a not for profit launched by a former American president. He received a Nobel for his work. On my right, Ritwik.
Jimmy Carter.
Beautiful. Beautiful answer. Many would go for Barack Obama. The moment you say Nobel laureate, American president, he thought it through. Jimmy Carter is another Nobel laureate who created this foundation for peaceful solution to actually international conflicts. They fund a lot of resolution of conflicts, basically to advance democracy and human rights. Well answered. We take a look at the binge board on where this battle is headed. It's not an easy one. Kerala is fighting hard. Tata Play binge board tells this story. For now from Craft Labs, Ritwik is looking really good on 80. There are two others on 20 behind him, but that story can change just like how he's gone into the lead. The others will have to do a little bit of work, but Vijay and Alan will tell themselves we need one answer, and then we're very much in the reckoning with the others. As we move to the second frontier of our game, time to spot a few trends. Here it is. Nine trends. I present them one after the other, starting with the first one on your screen. Here we go. Trend number one. A huge trend created by the government of India for ease of doing business. It's a digital platform which essentially will help not only Indians but people from anywhere who are looking at India. Very business context. What is this business entity called, or business enabling entity called? The word enabling would help you think better. It's something very, very important, especially given the perception that India has had. So the government has really taken a lot of effort in this direction. Very good work that has happened on this front. One would appreciate the government for this. What has government of India created? Even if you give me the short form, I'll give you the marks. If you explain it to me, that's good enough as well. I said it's a digital platform. He's taking a shot at it as Alan. Go ahead, Alan.
Is it ONDC?
No, nothing to do with that. Oil sec minus 20. Second attempt. Any of the remaining 5? Nobody giving it a shot. Anyone in the audience? I thought it won't be a tough one. We knew governmental associated people take part from Kerala. So I genuinely thought this would be easier among the questions. This is India's sanctioning and launch of the National Single Window System. The National Single Window System, which is NSWS. You just need to go to one portal to get a single window approval to get your business requirements to start businesses in India. Extremely well done work. Hats off to them for that. As we go to question number 2. Hands on the buzzer on your second trend now. In 1971, Ultima 2 became the first cosmetic company to sign a model to execute a contract. the idea became such a trend that essentially they attempted to make her the first fashion model to grace the cover of the Newsweek magazine. This American model and actress was dismissed by agents who said, well, this is just, going to be a flash in the pan. But the whole idea of signing celebrities has remained a trend. Who is this model, actress who started the trend? Ultima 2 was the first cosmetic company which did it with her. She had her own brand called LH, if that's a clue. LH. H as in Hyderabad. Extremely famous from that era, 1971. So, you got to go back in time to figure out who this actress is. But the first trend started with her. Nobody? We've got one hand going up. Yes, young man. Lauren Hutton. You look very young to be following women in 1971. Well, you seem to have deep interest in women models, so I'll not question you further. Put your hands together. Absolutely right, Lauren Hutton. Miss Hutton, as she was known, very, very well answered. He'll win himself a prize. You're up in the next final, are you? Or just audience? Audience. He'll win himself a prize. As we go to the next one, hands on the buzzer, trend spotter coming up on number 3. Here we go. This is an international, not-for-profit digital rights group founded in 1990 to promote internet civil liberties. It's called EFF. How do we know EFF? The three people are John Gilmore, John Barlow, and Mitch Kapoor. Mitch Kapoor, of course, a famous founder of a great company. All you got to tell me, in the world of pioneers, they started something called the EFF. It's very, very important actually, because everyone has their own rules on the internet, so who provides civil liberties on the internet? Very interesting concept. Otherwise, it's like everyone's got their own ring fence. Nobody, yes? Beautiful answer. Beautiful answer. Electronic Frontier Foundation, which basically says, what are the frontiers on the electronic front? Beautifully answered. As we go to the next one, hands on the buzzer, question coming up on your screen now. This is a private banking corporation founded and based in Switzerland, known as the JB Group. Which famous banking corporation is this? It's a private banking corporation. J for Jack, B for Bangalore. The JB Group. Big name, tough one. We did slip in a few tough ones too, because Kerala can produce both ways. Some astonishing quizzers can come in from there. None going for it. Everyone's playing safe here today because 3 of them in the battle right now. Anyone in the audience? Not an easy question at all. All right. Turns out, yeah, JK? Absolutely right. Take someone who got a 200 yesterday to win a quiz to answer that. Julius Baer will get him an audience prize as well at a Tata Crucible. On to the next one on your screens. Question number 5 coming up now. This is a worldwide manufacturing company that you would find in Stamford in Connecticut, United States. It's a book that essentially focuses on the history of this corporation to make a broader point about the weakening of authority of traditional national governments by multinational corporations. This is a photograph of Harold Janine, who was the chief executive of this entity. All you got to tell me is this 3-letter corporation. Big names. Very big names. It speaks about how multinational corporations tend to weaken the authority of sometimes national governments, traditional governments. Extraordinary book. Anybody trying? Not tough, actually. Nobody. Anyone in the audience? Gets past everyone. Go ahead, Setu. Oh, beautiful answer. Beautiful answer. Give him a round of applause. Getting past everybody in this room. ITT is a cracker of an answer. If you know books which really spoke of a lot of things that can happen in a sovereign state, ITT is a good company to read up. Couple more to go as we go to question number 6 on your screen now. This lady is nicknamed the mother of the internet. Computer programmer, network engineer, her famous invention would be the STP, which is fundamental to the operation of all network bridges. It earned her the name, the mother of the internet. Got one technology company, one company into quizzing research in some form. These are guys who should crack something like this. This to me is actually a grade 12 question. Can be cracked sometimes when you become a corporate. These founders, father of the internet, mother of the internet, is all tough to crack. But she's the lady who created the STP protocol. All right, right at the back, our finalist from yesterday. Absolutely right. Radia Perlman is the lady who's called the mother of the internet. As we go to the penultimate, question number 7. Yeah, spot 7. On screen now. This should be cracked. Spanish fashion designer. Jamir has gone for it quickly.
This is Cristobal Balenciaga.
Absolutely right. He got it and got it in quick time. He'll get himself a 20 on that. He needs one more to get within striking distance of Ritwik. And he'll be targeting that as we go to the penultimate one on your screen. Here it is. All you got to do is to identify an Austrian British economist.
Hayek.
Hayek.
Frederick Hayek.
Absolutely. Plus 20. Oh, good one. Very well played, Ritwik. Just when Jamir looked like narrowing in on him, he's got to 100. Final one in this round on your screen now. This person lent his name to a famous committee that was headed by him in 1924. The recommendation of this committee separated the railway budget. He's gone for it.
This is Acworth Committee.
Absolutely. Everyone now falling within the zone of hitting, and he's got to 60. The others will now have to catch up and catch up quickly with them. We'll take a look on the binge board where this quiz is headed. 2 of them seem to be heading in the direction that will lead them to a semi-final. Craft Labs with Ritwik and Q Collective with Jamir. Santa Kumar will have to play really well and get 2 or 3 right to get himself in the game. The others have a lot more work to do. So Kerala typically moving in that direction where in the second half people tend to pull away. Ritwik has pulled away, but Jamir hasn't let him go very easily. It can be a big battle as we move into the final moments, which is the moments that matter. Here it is. All you got to do is to put the pieces together and come out with an overall answer as we start with the first one. 6 questions remaining here today. Starting with the first one, 2 attempts allowed on your screen now. Sorry. All right. 6 questions, starting with the first one. Here we go. All of this will lead you to a famous entity. Mozart on your screen. Thiel is an important company. and the former governor of RBI will all lead you to another entity. Anandu?
Going for RBI.
You're going for RBI? Oh, minus 20. Can't be that simple in the last round. Hands down, one more to go. Someone can try, so hands down. Mozart, piece of music. Shaktikanta Das. Teal. Good question. Will lead you to another company. Nobody? All right. Let me go to the doctor on the left. Yes, doctor. Explain that to me. Shaktikanta, he didn't work at Titan. He was chairman of Titan. Okay. Yeah, he's chairman of Titan. Go ahead. The Titan tune is by Mozart, and the actual subsidiary company between Titan and Titco is actually called Teal. So all of this will lead you to Titan Industries. As a young government officer, the Tamil Nadu government actually recommended Shaktikanta Das to become the chairman. Even today, it is a Tamil Nadu bureaucrat who holds the position of chairman of Titan because it's a joint venture with Tamil Nadu and Tatas. Beautifully answered. He should know that because his younger brother won the RBI quiz earlier this year with Rashmi and me. So, Titan and Shaktikanta Das would both be favorites for them at the moment. Question number 2 on your screen now. All of this will lead you to a magazine. A Thai tycoon, Jiarao Non, something like that is his name, they call him Jia, is the current owner. Brainstorm Tech is an annual conference. I think it's a premium invite only conference organized by them. And that is John Galbraith, the great economist who was once the editor of this magazine. The great economist Galbraith was the editor of this magazine. Extraordinary magazine, to this day greatly respected. Very workable at a business quiz final. I would believe these are the simpler questions. The Galbraith funda itself should get you to the magazine. I said to this day, which means the magazine is definitely around, very respected. None trying? Oh my God. It's a question where you're going to really kick yourself. All right, Naveen Kumar. The Fortune magazine. Just the Fortune 500 list is enough for you to crack that. As we go to the next one, nervous moments actually, 4 questions to go. Here's the next one coming up on your screen now. All of this will lead you to an individual. That's his daughter, Christy, who played chairman and CEO of this entity, which grew from a magazine into different areas. Jameer has gone for it.
Okay, I'll try Playboy. The Hugh Hefner. The person is Hugh Hefner. So this is a Playboy. You said, since you said magazine, the group is Playboy.
Kerala does not know Fortune magazine, they know Playboy magazine. Priorities are very clear. Put your hands together for them. Plus 20. I mean, you get Fortune and you pass it and then you answer Playboy in style. You will elicit a comment from me when you do that. All right. But it gets him close to that 100. So, however you played boy, you're close to 100 now. Well, one answer away. It's clearly a battle between the two of them. Ritwik versus Jameer. For now, 3 questions remaining. One of them will go to the national semi-final. On to the next one on your screen now. Her name is Marlene Loden. She's an American writer, management consultant, and a huge advocate of diversity in this world. During a speech that she gave in 1978, she used a two-word term. Ritwik is going for it.
Two-word term, you said, right? Glass ceiling.
Sorry?
Glass ceiling.
Glass ceiling.
Ceiling.
For every woman who shatters it.
Break the glass ceiling.
I would have gone on to say the two words are one of Rashmi's favorites. Well, put your hands together. Glass ceiling is absolutely right. Well answered. 1978, she said, women have to break that glass ceiling. And I think at Tata Crucible, we've been consistently doing that over the last couple of years. But a very good quality answer. He's doing well just when Jameer seems to be catching up. He's getting those 20 points to stay ahead. He's, of course, given some really high-quality answers. I think he'll be upset he didn't get the Galbraith one right. I mean, he's got some really good economist answers right, so I know he gets that part right. Anyway, it doesn't matter. 2 questions to go as we go to the penultimate one on your screen now. Famous author, fund manager, columnist of the Financial Times. He's better known for his first book, which was titled Breakout Nations. Later went on to write What Went Wrong with Capitalism. I thought the short title of the book should interest Kerala. He's giving it a shot. Famous person.
I'll try Icahn. Carl Icahn.
Minus on Carl Icahn. He knew he had to go for it. He had no choice as Jameer. And he knows he's going to finish second. So, good quizzing. Very good quizzing. Now is the risk. If Ritwik wants to take that risk, Ritwik's keeping quiet. Ritwik's almost posing as if he's sitting at Starbucks. Like, I'm not touching the buzzer anymore. Yes. Ruchir Sharma. Superb answer. Absolutely right. Ruchir Sharma is perfect. Final question on your screen now. A market metric was developed by Fred. It's based on the logic of a single survey question which asks respondents to rate the likelihood that they would recommend the company, the product, or the service to a friend or a colleague. It leads to an eventual index or a score. You would find this being employed at hotels, retail outlets, airports, everywhere. One single question survey. What's the score called? Easy last question in my view. Lot of hands going up. I'll come to you. None of you trying to go for it? All right. The NPS, the Net Promoter Score of how much are people promoting this is the NPS score. So at the end of the day, it is a quiz which went down the wire. But in the last 2 balls of the game, Ritwik hitting that extra 20, getting him past. He certainly was someone who's like, har waqt ke liye tayar in this final. But the speed at which he played his answers when he knew it is what really defined him. As we take a look at the binge board here today, he's like big basket. Good speed here with his answers. Quick delivery of his points, taking him to 120. 60 by Jameer, not at all a bad score in a final like this. But I just get a feeling Jameer will go back and tell himself, I could have done better. Knowing the way he quizzes, he could have definitely scored more. But Ritwik just played it way calmer and had seemed to have greater width today in the final. So ladies and gentlemen, moving into the national semi-final to join our other 2 qualifiers from Tamil Nadu and Karnataka is Ritwik of Craft Labs from Kerala. So there we identify our 3rd of our national semi-finalists. So to all of you tuning in, well, we've got a big cluster coming up. Andhra and Telangana is always a tough cluster. Even if the competition between them is very intense, it's always who goes through, because they've been really serious challengers at a national level once they qualify from their region. Coming up, of course, is the Andhra-Telangana final. But for now, from Rashmi and me, from the Kerala cluster final, with Ritwik going through, we'll be back in just a moment with the next final. Stay with us. Thank you for tuning in. All right, thanks, guys. We'll get you both back to receive your prizes a little later. Can we have a round of applause for all the 6 of them?